Well, I had an idea looking at the scope and made some tests with the bench supply. This line is DC volts from the bench and it's a straight line. All right. Now we're rectifying AC here on the train, so we don't have a big 5-pound, so we're getting some noise in the signal, but we had a hell of a lot more noise until I put a capacitor on the output going to the motor controller, and that capacitor has really shrunk that from probably, what is it now? It's on a 2-volt scale. So we had I think we had like 4 or 5 volts before. Now it's 2. So I'm thinking it's a better dip in the cycle. Okay. But this is at 20 miles an hour on the transformer. This is really slow. And with all of the systems in, smoke and chuff and all that working, and you know what? It's not pulsing. I mean, you hear pulsing, but it's really not. It's in your brain. It's chuffing. There was more smoke. I probably burned it out. Now, what I was worried about is, am I going to affect power? Am I going to lose my speed? And I can tell you, I don't think so. I think this little guy is running, and he's pretty happy about it. Now, we do have a problem with reverse. Reverse is like really sluggish. I have to sit here for quite a few seconds, then go to neutral for oh, look at that. Go to neutral for a few seconds, then go back off, and now see if we have reverse. And we don't. We have forward. Maybe we were going in reverse before and I don't remember. Oh well. Any rate, what I think I need to do is put a diode on the plus side there, so that the capacitor doesn't leak energy back into the board with the motor control, because motor control has to have a drain in order for the reverse to click over, and I think that's part of the problem. I think it's not. I had to do that with the bookboard, and that solved it. Now I think I'm going to have to do it with that guy and see if that gets it. Now let's see if we have reverse. Ah, we have reverse. Okay. So I think if I put a diode in there, this reverse issue is going to get resolved. And I know it's still noisy, but, I can put a bigger cap in maybe. I don't know. That's a it's a 220 puff 50 volt cap. I just had it laying around, threw it on. And I put it on this engine first because this was one of my tester engines, and it flattened it. It didn't flatten it, but it was, like that. I thought, oh my God, I have to. Well, actually, I put it on just this guy here first. This is my test. I put my scope on this rectifier, and it was like, God, no, it's terrible. It was all over the place. So that's when I put the capacitor on there to try to smooth out the signal, and it did. It smoothed it out considerably. So I went from this to this engine for the test. It smoothed it out. It ran at low speed. So then I put it on this one. It's running at low speed. We still get good power, but I've got a reverse, and I think it's that positive. Just kind of clip that, put in a diode, and let's see if that gets us our reverse back. And I'll put a little more smoke in here maybe, and we'll get a little more smoke out of it. Okay, hold on. Later. I'll be back.